Hi. Well, here I am because I've had a few people ask me some really fantastic basic questions about the patching protocols and about how to get them, where to wear them, all sorts of things. And this is really such a simple, beautiful system. However, it feels complicated when you first get to know it. So the first thing that you need to know, hi there, is that right now, the patch that you need to be wearing and the patch that you want everyone that you know and love to be wearing, I've just got my patches in front of me, is X39. So X39 actually activates the copper peptide in our bloodstream. And this virus, and any other virus for that matter, they can't live in a copper environment. That means that you want to be wearing X39 12 hours a day, every day, all day. And remember, it's only 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So don't leave it on for 24 hours. If you do, give yourself a 24-hour break before you put X39 on, actually before you put any of the patches on again. This is such an incredible patch because what happens here is that this patch activates the lengthening of our telomeres and starts to regenerate our own stem cells. So somebody said to me the other day, where do the stem cells come from? And they're not third-party stem cells. These are your own stem cells. So there's a drug-free regeneration and reactivation of your own stem cells, which is really exciting. It's the only technology in the world like this, so that you can put on like a Band-Aid kind of little thing like this, and you are regenerating your own stem cells. Now, once you hit the age of 25, the bad news is that your stem cells and your telomeres begin to shorten and the stem cells begin to degenerate. The good news is that wonderful scientist David Schmidt has finally found the way to activate the copper peptide that activates the telomeres lengthening and the regeneration of our stem cells. I have had some magic and miracles happen with these for myself, and I've actually seen them on others. Now, I just looked the other day because I did see a photograph that the wonderful Therese Santos and David put up in a webinar, and it was 3 faces of an Australian woman that she took after just getting X39 like a couple of months later, and then at 365 days. So this is a year after wearing X39. And yes, the lighting could have been better at the 12-month mark. All sorts of things could have happened. However, when I looked at her eyes had lifted up. And I checked mine the other day because I have been on X39 for 12 months now, and my eyes are definitely have lifted, like this has lifted. And I'm going, okay, so it was worth $99 a month just to have gravity being taken care of at the moment, apart from the health benefits of, less tired, more energy. I mean, X39 is what we call the big kahuna. So if you meet someone and you know they're on a limited budget, or if you're on a limited budget right now with this coronavirus shutdown, it's really affected all of us financially. Whatever you do, keep wearing X39 because it's the one that's going to help balance you out, keep you calm, and absolutely strengthen, support, everything to do with your body's immune system. Although we're not allowed to say that anymore, the fact is that is what is happening. So if you want to help activate your immune system's ability to get stronger, then you want to wear X39. Then I'm going to show you my magic, what I've been experimenting with. So what I do during the day, I wear X39. And at my age, I'm definitely wearing SP6. I have been on bioidentical hormones for many, many years now. And I really wanted to get off them. And I, especially after hearing David Schmidt say that he doesn't like them. And I'm going, okay, well, this is a scientist who really knows what's happening, what's going on in your body, how everything works. So I've just begun wearing X39 about 2 months now. It's the only patch that you wear down the left side of your leg. So there's 3 places down the left side of your leg that you wear it. And remember, they all come with little booklets that show you where to put the patches. So when I have new people and they say, but I don't know where to wear them, I go, yeah, you do. You know exactly where to wear them. Open the booklet that came with the patch and have a look at the images on the back of the booklet, and that'll show you where. So this I've noticed, I'm balancing hormones, less sugar craving. Now I'm eating less chocolate, which is a good thing and not such a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing on one level because definitely weight gain and everything. However, dark chocolate does have copper in it. So a little bit of dark chocolate every day will enhance and work with your X39, along with copper glycinate. So David recommends and Therese recommend copper glycinate, which we've been taking now since the beginning of this quarantine, and I feel completely and totally protected at all times, which is pretty stunning. So SP6 I've only just been using for 2 months, and really brilliant results with this. The other one I'm wearing every day, which this is not normal, by the way. I know that glutathione is really important because, again, this is immune system, about working with the immune system. Now, normally you would only need to use glutathione every 3 days, but with the virus going around and with everything that's happening, actually supporting your immune system by up to 300% daily, you can't go wrong. So again, this is part of my experimentation of my protection package. And then the other one I'm wearing during the day is, this is my necessity, the energy patches, because some of you do know this, but last year I ended up having about 6 weeks of absolutely excruciating back pain. And it was so bad that at times I was screaming and I was crying. And Daniel finally said, you're getting to the doctor. And I had an MRI, and the MRI showed that I had, at that stage, that I had 3 degenerated discs, and then I had some arthritis that was on a nerve going into my right hip. Now you know why I was screaming in pain. So as luck would have it, David was doing a very, very rare thing, and he was doing a pain management event for Therese, and Therese rang me up and said, please come. And I'm thinking, there's no way I could be in the car for 3 hours in this pain. And Daniel just said to me, you're going, we're doing it. And I walked in that door and Therese said, come here. She got out the energy packet. She put 2 energy on the bottom of my feet, the white on the right, the tan on the left. And then she put 2 here, which is where I've got them today as well. White on the right, tan on the left. And I already was wearing X39 and Eon. So that was what I had on. Now, within half an hour to an hour, I was sitting in a hard chair, and all of a sudden I realized I was no longer in pain. Now, that's how my body reacted to this. And when I noticed that when I don't wear energy for a day, which obviously I don't do now, I will have a bit of achiness, nothing like what it was. But this is absolutely controlling the pain. And when I spoke to David after the event and I told him about my back, he just looked at me and he said, look, my father and I were in a really bad car accident when he was in his 20s. And he said his back was a mess and it's completely regenerated. And he said, you can expect that your back will regenerate. So every day now I put on X39, I put on energy and Eon at night. I put these 2 on, and I know that I am regenerating the discs in my back. And that is a huge thing. Even knowing that, that's called healing by the speed of thought, because I'm thinking it, I'm visualizing it, I'm seeing it. And these are healing by the speed of light, because these are phototherapy. So they're working with the light and energy in our bodies. And knowing that we are energy beings, it makes sense that our first stop for healing would be energy. I just want to see who's there, because they've got these 3 beautiful people. Hi, Bethany. Becky, BK, and Gay. Becky, you need to be using these patches in your business. The people that you know and love and in your business, they're going to absolutely love this, and you'll be doing them such a favor. Then at night, so this is my daytime protocol at the moment. And again, if if you're thinking, hang on a minute, I can't do this, then just do X39, because X39 is just miraculous on so many levels. At night, Daniel and I are both wearing Eon. Now, Eon's the one that I never want to be without X39, Eon or energy. This is the one that works on inflammation, obviously arthritis, and de-stressing the body. So I actually did an experiment with this in my last live event. So we had people from all over the world at the Activate Live event. And normally I would give everyone in the event a gift of this when we're live, but obviously we couldn't be live because of Corona. And so what happened was I said to them all, we're going to experiment. I am going to give you this gift, but I'm going to give it to you via Daniel. So I asked Daniel to put his arm out and to think of something that was upsetting him. I put the Eon patch on his arm and the wrist. Hang on, before I did that, I asked everybody in the event to think of something that is upsetting you. Now, we've already gone through a couple of days of going through things that were upsetting them, finding events, emotions, and decisions, neutralizing them so they no longer had any force to control them. This whole event was about empowering them to become this high frequency being and live in your own natural state of peace, of love, and of joy, which I know it's really hard to believe that that is our natural state. But if you were to close your eyes just for a few moments, and if you were to take a few deep breaths, what would happen? You'd start to feel peace. You would start to connect with that peace that is inherently you. Everything else is a story that the mind has made up through conditioning, from your ancestors, through past lives. It's all just a story. So when you align with the mindset of the truth about who you are, you actually connect with that natural state of peace. And so this is what Eon helps us to do. Eon helps us to connect with that space. So during the event, I asked Daniel to be a surrogate for the group, and I asked everyone in the group to think of something that's upsetting them. And they all said yes in the feed that they had it. And then I put this patch on Daniel with our intention that everyone would be getting the healing energy from the frequency of this patch. And then I got him to have some water. Remember, when you wear these patches, it's patch, hydrate, heal. The incredible Therese Santos just absolutely put that mantra in my mind, patch, hydrate, heal. And that way you can't go wrong, because the water is what's going to be carrying the energy through the body as it's activated. And I kid you not, people unmuted themselves and put in the chat that they could not believe that they felt calmer, that when they tried to tap in to what had been worrying before I patched them with Eon via a surrogate in Daniel, that they actually felt better and they couldn't find the emotion. That's how powerful this is, right? Now, I don't suggest that you try it, but you can. But the fact is that, and Becky, for you too, like if you have a client come in and you really want them to get into a calm space, if they're agitated or whatever, just put one of these on them before you start the meditation, before you start your session, and it will make a huge world of difference. And of course, after that, you'll want them to take home their own Eon and X39. So you can either have stock there for them, or you can get them to join under you. So nighttime for me now is Eon and Alavida. Now, I know that Alavida is not available in Australia and New Zealand, so for all of my wondrous global friends in New Zealand and Australia, sorry about that. I'm going to be actually, fighting for that we get it down under, because it's the most amazing thing. I've been using the Alavida pack, which is the daytime and nighttime moisturizer on my face for 2.5 months, and then this patch at night, and I am noticing my skin is feeling thicker, which is no mean feat for a about to turn 67-year-old, right? So it's thicker. It's just more beautiful, more shiny, more beautiful, as far as I can tell. And so the other thing is that with Alavita and Eon together, now this is a recipe to help you sleep deeper. My neighbor, by the way, has just started using these patches, and she's had absolute shocking sleep patterns. In fact, so much so that she doesn't sleep at night. So she doesn't get out of bed till 9 or 10 in the morning, and she's still tired. And so I told her to put Eon on at night instead of during the day. That's all she did. She was wearing X39 during the day, and she put this on at night. Guess what? I saw her in the hallway, and she said, "Oh my God, I love you so much." And I'm going, "Why?" And she said, "I've had 3 great nights sleep in a row, and I've woken up at 7 or 8 o'clock. I'm out of bed. I feel like I've got energy." So this is what happens when you use Eon. It de-stresses and detoxifies what's been going on for you during the day, and it helps you sleep a deeper sleep with Alavita. So you've got this double whammy going on here, because Alavita is actually also detoxing, but it's helping to activate and produce collagen in the skin. That's my nighttime protocol with, at the moment, carnosine. So these are the 3 I'm wearing at night. If you could only wear one, put on Eon. But if you're spending money on moisturizers and everything at the moment, please consider switching to the Alavita daytime and nighttime moisturizers with the patches. It ends up being really inexpensive, and the 2 moisturizers work out to about $25 each, and you're getting 2 months of Alavita patches, which is really great value. That's the thing I love about the LifeWave system. Even though it has in it, obviously, the markup so that we can give our downline money and we can be paid, the fact is that this is a very inexpensive preventative health and an activation of brilliant health. I mean, I've got friends who have gone down to Costa Rica and who've had $16,000 stem cell injections. And when they've seen my patch, they've said, "What's that?" And I'm going, "My secret weapon, it's activating my stem cells." And they said, "How much is that?" It's $99 a month. And they went, "No way, I'm having it. Give it to me." So, we know at the moment that everything, that money is tight, but we also know that you can prioritize what you do. The other thing I wanted to mention was that a lot of people have been shut down with our businesses. And so we're thinking, well, obviously I'm not going to spend $99 a month on X39, in which case spend $69 or $79 on Eon. But whatever you do, find a couple of people that you know need this. Like everybody you know needs this, right? Just find a couple of people and sign them up into your business under your downline. This is an incredible business opportunity. It has so much integrity. You only buy what you need. You don't have to buy samples. You don't have to buy stock. You can even sign your partner up, which is just incredible. Daniel is signed up under me, and when I want a lot of things, I get Daniel to buy them. I'm still buying my X39 every month. But if I want other things, he'll buy them. And guess what? I get paid. So I'm essentially wearing my patches for free because other people are buying them too. And that's what you want to look at. You are the gift. Now, Therese Santos did this incredible coaching program the other day, and all of her programs, all of her coaching sessions are in this Patch Me Up Babe feed. And I really encourage you, take the time to go in and watch some of them. If you can, all of them, fantastic. But what she's doing is she's not just talking about LifeWave, the patch protocols, the business. She's actually giving you the most incredible mentorship information. And what she said was that you are the gift. Now, you're the gift that has the gift. You have the gift of healing by the speed of thought. Of light. That's me, healing by the speed of thought. You have the gift of healing by the speed of light. And it's your job to share it. And when you share it, you get to make money. You get to be more abundant, and you get to help the people that you love. make their business work too. Like I've got people that are using X39 now that I'm jumping on phone calls with them. I'm talking to the people that they want me to talk to help them in their business. So just like Therese does with me and with you, I'm doing it with the people who are under me. So if you want to get an incredible business going and you want to be an amazing force or agent for good, for healing on the planet, consider not only using LifeWave X39 for yourself, but for getting everyone you know and love into this. Like Becky, for instance, your mum and dad, they just have to be wearing X39. This is beautiful protection. It'll start an anti-aging process. They'll live longer, happier, and that's what you want, right? We want our parents to live longer, happier. What else? Oh, so the other thing I did with my neighbour the other night, by the way, was she had all of her patches and she was confused. So we got a box and I got her to write on the patches. I got her to write day on all of these patches. Then I got her to write night on all of these, and I put the nighttime on one side and the daytime on the other side. And I even got her to write day and night on the sides on the outside of the boxes. So when she had the box in her bathroom or her bedroom, wherever she wanted to keep it, she knew that at whatever time it is, like for me, 9 o'clock in the morning, I get up, I take my nighttime patches off, I put my daytime patches on, and I don't even think about it. So organize yourself. If you're actually using nighttime and daytime, organize it that way. If you're not, and I mean for a whole 12 months, I didn't use anything at night at all. I simply used the big three, Eon, Energy, and X39. And they were just every day, 12 hours, drinking lots of water, and then done. But since I've expanded and experimented with what's working for my body, and that's what I would suggest you all do. You all know people who are in a lot of pain. Like Katie in New Zealand, you've got people who are in a lot of pain. My suggestion is you try out different ways of treating the pain. There is a patch called LifeWave, which is dedicated to pain. And I have heard David Schmidt say that you can, LifeWave and Energy are interchangeable, but you could use, for instance, LifeWave on the bottom of the feet and Energy on the wrists, and then the next day swap them around. And with Eon and X39, that pain is going to go. And you just keep patching till it's gone, because it will go. Remember, all pain is the end result of a thought process that is stuck energy in the body. So that's one of the reasons why these patches go onto meridian points and acupuncture points. So for those of you who are acupuncturists, you've got a real advantage here. I'm not, and I don't even want to learn about that. I've just got enough to do at the moment. So I just know I follow what the little booklet says. I put the patches where they need to go, and it's super easy. You don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a naturopath. You don't have to be, well, actually, you don't have to be a medical professional on any level. Although I do have to tell you that a lot of doctors and clinics are using these now along with their normal protocols, because they're getting such brilliant results from them. So again, look at it. Look, you have two opportunities here with this incredible company that I trust implicitly to be of the highest integrity. And that is that you've got a product that you and the world needs for longevity, health, protection against viruses, immune support. I mean, what more could we want than to have a drug-free, healing by the speed of light patch that is completely safe on every level? Okay, that's number one. Number two, you have a business formula that works. There are 6 ways to make money, and Therese has put onto this Patch Me Up Babe site a fantastic resource center for you, so that you can go to it and find out everything that you need to know. And it's almost 2:45, and I've got a small group live coaching call coming up at 3 o'clock. So I've got to go. But if you've got any questions at all about anything to do with these miraculous LifeWave patches, please, put them in the feed, ask them in this group, because this is where you will get your answers from. Therese is the most phenomenal coach, mentor, and being in LifeWave, and I'm learning and inspired by all that she is and all that she does. So just so you know, tonight we have a free meditation at 7:00 p.m. Pacific, and you can join us. So how about if I just put this in here so that you can register and come on and join this beautiful energy meditation tonight. It's an energy, a healing energy activation. And I would love you to join us. It's free. Yeah, I'm putting it all in capitals. I hope that that's, it doesn't stop it from coming up. Let's see, does that say this kind activation? It does. Let's see what that is. If you get one thing wrong, it doesn't work. Okay, I've just put it in there. Bit.ly, this kind activation. There it is, I think. Oh, no, it's not. All right, let me try one more time for you before I have to run. I'd just love you to join us. These are global meditations, and we're just getting the most amazing feedback from them. And I've designed something really special for tonight. Let's see what happens with this one. Yes, boy, I didn't like capitals, obviously. So please have a think about joining us at 7. It's only for 30 minutes, but your whole energy field is going to be activated and protected from the negative thought forms and the negative energies and all the negativity that you're seeing and hearing anywhere in the world at the moment, because we want to keep your energy field at a high frequency so that you don't get sick and that you don't open yourself up for any form of virus, let alone the coronavirus. I love you, and I'm looking forward to being with you soon. Remember, any questions about the patches at all, please put them in here. And I know that you're all so much younger than me, and you're starting on these patches so many years further ahead than me, and I'm just expecting you to look and glow the way you do now 20 years from now, because that's exactly what should happen. I mean, the scientist David Schmidt even says, we should be able to grow back limbs eventually. He said, aging is not normal, it's a disease. So everybody, let's stop aging. Mwah. Love you.